Welcome to part 2 of Naturalocity's elegant cornrow double French braid natural hairstyle tutorial with added synthetic braid hair. And this is what this hairstyle looks like. Here's the back, front, and the other pictures with the side views. So hopefully you've watched part 1 where I showcase how my hairstyle is created, all of the cornrows that you see right here that led into braids, and I have listed in part 1 every last product that she used on my hair, and I showed detailed footage of her creating every last cornrow that you have saw. So if you haven't had an opportunity to watch part 1 and you would like to see how all the cornrows were constructed, please find part 1, and it's entitled Elegant Cornrow Double French Braid Natural Hairstyle Part 1. So all my cornrows have been made that led into braids. So now what she did, she opened up another package of synthetic braid hair, and what she's going to do is she's going to put it in the middle of every last braid that was created from a cornrow. So as you can see right now, she has a pair of scissors because in the bag of synthetic braid hair there's a rubber band that's on the top part of it. So what she did is she just cut the rubber band off, and then she just put a whole package of hair. Of course, it is folded in two, so it has the packages has that rubber band that she took off, and then what she's going to do is she's going to put the entire pack of hair in the middle, and then she's going to braid down. And when she thought about it, she's like, well, I do have this Marley braid hair that's more similar to the natural my natural hair grade, but she was like she didn't want to really mix both of the texture. So right now she's looking at the Marley braid hair thinking, well, maybe I should put that in there, but then she realized, like, no, let me just use the synthetic braid hair, which I've already started into. So if that's a concern, that's what she did. So I just want to showcase that it was like a trial and error to see which particular hair that she wanted to add on to create the French braid, which she went back to the synthetic braid hair. So right there she has the entire pack of hair in her hand, but she has cut off the rubber band. So she's just finding the middle part of where the braids are, and I have braids on the right and the left hand side. So right now she just want to work on the right hand side. So what she's going to do, she didn't put a bobby pin on it or anything. So what she did is she just put it in the middle, and then she raised the braids up that she's already constructed, and she's going to split that in three, and she's just going to braid down to create the French braid on the right hand side of my head. And when she's pulling, she's pulling gentle. She's not tugging too much. So when I walked out of the hair salon, my hairstyle was not tight, but it was firm that my hairstyle did last. So I didn't have any issues with my braid unraveling. And if you have watched part 1, I did wear this hairstyle for 15 days. I generally wear my hairstyles for just a week, but this hairstyle held up nicely. And if you haven't watched part 1, if you have, I'm repeating. I did stay in the hair salon from 7 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. So it was a lengthy time me in the hair salon. And actually, I had an event to go to at 4 o'clock, so that's the reason why my phone is 4:15, and people were calling me like, "You're running late. You got to come on." So, just that's the reason for the phone call. So I just wanted to let you know while I was on the phone. So she's in a minute. I'm gonna position the camera for the back of my hair so you can see how she's braiding. But all she did was she put it on there, and she's braiding it all the way down to the end. And she did normally. I have noticed when people put synthetic braid hair on the bottom, they do seal it with a lighter to make sure it doesn't unravel. She did not do that. All she did was braid it all the way to the bottom, and then she decided to go over to the left hand side because she's going to make a swirl in the back. So I wasn't able to show you on the right hand side how she braided it all the way down due to that phone call, but here she is. She's doing the same technique on the left hand side. She used an entire pack of synthetic braid hair, and she did not put a bobby pin on. She just laid it there, and she's gonna pull in her hand, have 3 sections, because you need 3 sections to make a braid. And she's gonna make the French braid on the left hand side. And when she's pulling my hair, she's pulling firm but not too tight or anything, so I did not walk out of there with a headache. And she's just braiding down, and that's all she's doing. She's making sure that her fingers are close together, so when she braids when she creates that braid, it's a nice firm braid that's not going to unravel. And like she's just gently pulling up some of the braids that was created from the cornrow, and she just keep going down. And I tell you, this is such in the beginning I was like, oh, I didn't know if this hairstyle was gonna come together, but I was so happy with the end result. So all she's doing is braiding all the way down, and she's using the entire pack of hair. So not counting the individual cornrows on each one of those French braids, she is using an entire pack of hair, because we need the length of the hair and the width of the hair to make sure that the hairstyle looks full. And she's going to braid it all the way down, and she's like, again, she's not going to use any fire to seal the hair or anything like that. And then she's going to gather it up and make the little swirl in the back. And so I'm almost finished with this tutorial on how she created the French braid. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Naturalocity's channel. And if you like this hairstyle, please try to recreate it for yourself or for a client. And if you're not a subscriber and you choose to, please subscribe to Naturalocity's channel for instant notification of new video uploads. I generally upload a video once a week. I have slacked off a little bit, but I'm back on course now. And thank you so much. And again, you can hit the subscribe button right there on your screen if you want to become a subscriber. And just to note that Naturalocity is on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and coming soon, Naturalocity will have my own website, which will be naturalocity.com. Thank you so much and have a great day.